Timeout Radio here on campussports.net, Sirius XM. I'm Dave O, and I'm with my boy DJ Who Kid.
Ooh, kid, another great Saturday.
And we have an incredibly special guest. She's like my little sister. I love her to death. She goes by one name, Zendaya.
Hello, madam.
Ooh, I like that intro, bro.
What up, Z? How are you?
I'm good. I'm losing my bed right now. This is good.
That is a good thing. All right, now let's talk about your Golden State Warriors because you are from Oaktown.
Oh,
You're
man.
from Oakland, and that is your team. Who Kid's sad because he's a Knicks fan. As we know,
I'm
my
done.
life is tragic because I'm a Sixer fan.
Yeah,
So-
that should be worse.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Knicks, you're doing way better than the Sixers. So let's talk about Oakland and about Golden State Warriors and what they mean to you.
Oh, absolutely. I think all the real hardcore, there's bandwagon fans, but there's hardcore, Oakland fans. I feel like, when it comes to, the Raiders, the Golden State Warriors, they go super hard, we're hardcore. In fact, I still have a signed poster from, Thunder downstairs.
Right.
In
That's
my
the
house.
mascot. Yeah, you guys are no joke. And now basketball is kind of a special thing in your family because your mom was, I'm going to say it, she was pretty much a badass college basketball player, right?
Wow, serious?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, my mom is 6'4", which is dope as it is. And a good 6'4". I think she's 6'5", but she just goes by 6'4".
Right.
But yeah, no, she played college ball. My dad plays ball. He played ball, and then he was also a basketball coach for a very long time, as well as my mom. So basketball family. I was supposed to be the first woman in the NBA, but I kind of switched things up and
See
went
ya.
a different direction.
Yeah, I see. A real big direction. See ya.
And now your mom, she was telling me she actually holds some records at Santa Clara University.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
right?
I think it's most blocked shots or something like that. 'Cause,
For real?
she's like a point guard or something like. So she would just, she was tall. She was a tall one. And in fact, her and her friends were just she just has all these dope tall chick friends. Every time my mom hangs out with her friends from college, it's so cool. So yeah, she's a little G. She be trying every time she's around anyone that plays basketball. She's always brings it up.
That's awesome. I love it.
Was she cool with you going the Casey undercover route instead of the ball route?
Oh yeah, no, my parents are cool. I mean, my dad, of course, originally he wanted me to be a boy, and then when I was a girl, then he was like, well, then she could be the first woman in the NBA. And then when I decided to do the arts, he was like, oh, what the hell?
All right, now, so let's talk about, the Warriors are trying to rewrite the history books.
Yes, they
And they got a few more games to try to break the 95-96 Bulls record. So I obviously know that you're pretty passionate about this, and you're feeling pretty good about it. Do you think it's going to go down?
I mean, here's the thing: you gotta be positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys, you watch that stuff like The Secret and all that stuff. You gotta put positive energy out there. If I say that they can't do it, then they can't do it. If I say that they can, then they can.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta keep putting positive mojo out there.
I agree. Now, do you think, let's put the record aside for a minute. Are you concerned about them winning a back-to-back championship? Do you think that they're putting too much on this record and it might affect them possibly winning the whole thing? Or are you concerned about that?
Let me just say what I said before. They can do anything, okay? We can do it. It is possible. Why not? I think that would be crazy dope. I mean, but I'm a fan, you know what I mean? So, of course, I'm going to go with my team and be super positive and everything like that, So I can't really think logically or mathematically at this point. I think I'm all just riding on hope and prayer.
Well, mathematically, it's unfair. They score 30, 40 points over what we do on the east side. That's why I don't understand how.
There you have it.
Why do we always go to why do we go to the finals when we got teams over there scoring 120, 130, and we're good with 90 on this side?
They're cold. They're cold. I mean,
crazy.
that's really,
they're definitely a team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're a great team.
I mean, that's all they can. That's all you can really say about it. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about music. You obviously, that is one of your true passions, one of your loves, aside from your acting and being a fashion icon and all these incredible things. Who were some of the people, and we talk about this all the time, but who are some of the people for our listeners that you really looked up to and the people that really inspired you as an artist?
Well, I mean, number one's always Michael Jackson. You know,
wow.
for everybody, honestly. Anybody, whether you do music or you don't, everybody has been affected in some type of way by Michael Jackson. And so, you know, that's the king of pop right there. So he's number one.
Oh, man. You ever met Michael Jackson in your younger years when you were really young?
I never got a chance to. In fact, I remember he passed when I think I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
And it was like my first job in LA, and I heard like while I was on my first job, and it like broke my heart because I was like I was so mad. I was like, I just got started. Like I just got started so I can meet him, and it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, hey,
that's crazy. I met him a year before he died in Saudi. It was somewhere in Bahrain. I was hanging with him. So I'm glad I got that out of the way.
Well, tell Zendaya, because I want Zendaya to hear this story. You said we were talking about Eminem earlier.
Yeah.
And you said that Michael Jackson actually asked you about Eminem. So what was that story?
Well, the first thing he asked me, because you know Eminem, he supposedly put a thing out that he retired from hip hop. That's the first thing Michael Jackson asked me, considering Eminem stepped on his nose in the video, and I thought that, I wouldn't expect that coming from Michael Jackson, but. I mean, it just showed me how powerful Eminem is, where Michael Jackson is somewhere in the desert with Arabs, and the first question he asked me is, Eminem retired?
It's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? But I had to wait to go to Saudi Arabia, me being a black person. I had to go all the way to Saudi Arabia to see him. I never saw him in the States.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? You know, I wish you would have seen him. He's a very cool guy.
Me too, man.
He was cool. He was a very, very, very special.
Very high pitched.
He was high pitched, but he was good. I actually officiated his nephew's wedding.
Get out of here, bro.
Taj Jackson, Tito's son.
Wow.
Everything.
I'm ordained, so next time you get in trouble, Who Kid, with a girl, I'm ordained. So I got you. All right, Z. Well, we really appreciate the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really excited again. Like I always tell everybody, you're such a light and you have such a good head on your shoulders, and that obviously comes from your background and your upbringing and the bond you have with your family. We actually were just out the other day giving out shoes to kids in the inner city, which was awesome.
Wow.
And Zendaya does stuff like this
all now you're gonna make me cry
the
now.
time. You are going to cry. You're going to get a little teary-eyed.
Getting a little misty.
What's that?
Getting a little misty, a little drop, just, you know.
A little bit.
Man.
But just keep doing your thing. I think. Who Kid? You wanted to ask about the big announcement?
Oh
with
Spider-Man. I heard you're gonna be an evil villain on there, killing everybody. No, I'm kidding.
I know I asked you about that, but I'm like, I can't say anything. All I can say is I'm in it. You know what I mean? I can just confirm it.
You know, and then there's rumors you're a good freestyler. We gotta have you live up here, and you gotta spit a couple bars for us. You know, I heard.
See how he's trying to play me?
That's what Davo told me, man. He said you be spitting bars, going in.
I'm silent right now.
These lies.
Yo no hablo inglés. No hablo inglés.
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right.
So have me out here looking a mess.
Now, next week, it was just announced, next week you have something to do with Dancing with the Stars again. Which is something that you did very well on, correct?
Yes, I did well on that show. I didn't win, but, I'm not bitter. Who's bitter?
Well,
that's why I said, well, Z, you did well.
23 million fans on Instagram. I'd be happy with that.
She's winning. So
it all worked out in the end.
What are you doing for Dancing with the Stars next week?
Oh, I'm going to be a guest judge.
Nice.
For Disney Week.
All right. See, Disney owns everything.
Everything. ABC, which is owned by, they own ABC, which owns, you know what I mean, Dance with the Stars. So, I mean, it's crazy. Mickey is everywhere.
Mickey is.
Lord, man.
Mickey is. I was just talking about, I don't know if you know about this, Who Kid, but there's all these different dating apps, Tinder and Bumble and dating sites.
Okay.
And there's a dating site for Disney people
For
called
real?
Mouse Match.
No.
Mouse Match.
That's real?
That's real. Only here on Timeout Radio, Sirius XM.
I've heard
I'm
it all.
Davo. This has been our guest Zendaya, my boy DJ Who Kid.
Yeah, I'm getting into something new right now. Shout out to T-Bars. I heard that's like your good friend too. You know.
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
I like the fact that you respected that era. That's my era. I like you brought that beat back. So I'm gonna get into that real quick, and then anytime you're ready to spit that bar or come up live, we ready for you.
right, well, let me work on that first.
All right, love
Let
you,
me write
sis.
it real quick.
Good luck to your Warriors the rest of the way.
Oh, man.
And thanks for your time, sis.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.